right, welcome to Gutter's press conference.
Yeah, team owners official here.
Taking questions before, but we'll start. Joe, you have the first question here.
How was hosting the new game?
Hosting the new game. Yeah, hosting was great. It was a lot of fun. It's going to take a lot of push and pull with some things, work on a few things here and there, but for the most part, I think out of the next, 2 practice runs, we should have it down almost 100%.
The Gauntlet's actually why we're here in this podium right now, because we are completely changing the setup. We're kicking Snapback Sports out of the studio to set the tone for the Combine. In the Gauntlet, I gotta say, I think it was a little slow in some games, and there's a lack of juice in some of them because we had so many games. So that's naturally going to happen when you try out 50 new things. It's naturally going to have 5 to 10 things that aren't at peak, but that's why we tested it out, and that's why you didn't see that version, because we want only the best games. So it's good to get the kinks out of the way, good to pick the most fun games, the best games, the most entertaining games for you. And I think we're going to get it down to where, like Gut said in his press conference, him and Sexy are creating great content, but also a little corrupt at the same time.
I think me and Sexy are going to be corrupt, and we're going to work together a little bit more on this compared to the Jeopardy, and it should be good fun. And everybody seems to have a pretty good time with it outside of the whole standing side of things, but we can get past that and grow up.
New studio setup. How are you feeling after a full day of trivia now?
Just destroyed. My knees ain't built for this shit. Us standing there. You know what's crazy? So, Steve's first job he works at Tiffany's now. My friend Steve works at Tiffany's, but he's incorporated. He's much higher up, so he's not doing it anymore. But when he first started, he was literally a security guard outside of Tiffany's, and he'd have to stand at one of their retail stores for 8 hours a day. That to me is hell. I'd rather cold call for 8 hours a day than just stand on my feet for 8 hours a day doing nothing. We're not built for that.
Every blue-collar motherfucker is coming for your throat.
I'd work blue collar, but just standing for 8 hours is loaded.
It's just brutal.
He lost his sense of the man? Has
Yes.
he become too big time?
Of course. People saying I'm not built for Divine, but I am.
Yeah, I mean, Sexy wanted to be in a corrupt judge, so he built a corrupt courthouse for him, where he can be the most corruptest of them allest. Nothing's going to change. We thought Deal or No Deal was bad when he was running the banks, but now he's running the law firms. Now he's running the public schools. Now he's also running the racetracks. He has his hands, little grubby hands in everything now. So it's going to be the most corrupt thing you've ever seen on television. It's going to piss a lot of people off, most of them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a game changer for us. I think it's an innovative new angle, new way of combining a lot of things that we've done before, making it better, giving a new spin to it. This was the first run through of it, and the point of today's run through was to iron out some of the kinks, and there were many, many kinks involved, right? Valentine's Day, it was fitting. So now we're going to figure out what those kinks are. We're going to readjust, fix the game plan next week. We'll run through it again, fix those kinks, then by Friday we'll be good to go. I'm excited. I think the energy was there. I think we want to win. Each contestant that shows up, it's a new type of energy, I think, and it combines some football knowledge with some just fun fucking around type of energy in here, which is what we need to keep things refreshed. So I'm excited to see how it comes out, and I think it'll be really good.
You're one of the favorites coming out in the Gauntlet, being so experienced in the trivia field. Does that weigh any pressure on you through these games, or are you able to stay calm and collected through them?
Calm, collected, that's just part of who I am at this point. I'm old, I'm wise. One of the upsides of being the old guy in the office is it's fun to be youthful, and it's fun to run around, be able to run a quick 40-yard dash, but when you need to know things, you need to be intelligent, that's where I step in. And one of the things I like about the Gauntlet is it allows you to show off other aspects of who you are as a person and understand and answer questions and think on the top of your head when you need to make up scenarios, or you need to think outside the box, something that's not sports related, or something that's not fucking sexy thoughts, all right? Something that's objective but not sports related is where I think I hit my NOS, my turbo boost.
Honestly, I think I'm going to be fucking horrible at it. A lot of bad elements in my game are incorporated into the Gauntlet, whether it's bullshit or ranking quarterbacks, Mario Kart, 12 of my worst nightmares put into one trivia game, so I don't feel good. I think the game was catered a little bit more to Nick and J-Mo. A lot of moving parts going on. It reminds me of the Saturday Night movie where they're trying to build 4 sets while also performing on one. I don't know how it's going to work. We did a test drive, still don't know how it's going to work, but it's going to be interesting, to say the very least.
All right, Nick Guthrie here, ABC Sports. Just quick glance over you. 2 months out from the Combine here, April 14th, the exact date. Today being February 14th. As the figurehead face of BDGE, how are you preparing your guys? What are you doing to get them ready? And you think they're going to be ready for the big moment?
Well, here's the thing about the locker room that we've put together here at BDGE. I don't need to get them ready. They stay ready. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. These guys knew what to do when they pulled up to the field 1 year ago. You give them another full year of combat, utility, no doubt these guys will be ready when we step on the field.
As the head coach of the BDG squad, I'm going to be taking a lot of these type of stand-up interviews over the next coming weeks, going over game plans and whatnot, how we're going to attack this. It's like a pregame of the Super Bowl. Everybody just has questions, wants to know how we're going to attack them. They're going to be interesting. We already know their quarterback situation. Casey Settleman going to be the quarterback there. A little bit short, so we're going to have high hands, try to knock down a lot of balls, play a lot of zone coverage. He's a little bit overly confident, so we're going to try to force him into some bad throws, mixing up some zone schemes on the back end.
Like I was telling Gut before, we're going to be agile, we're going to be mobile, we're going to be hostile, we're going to run around like the ball's on fire, and actually I fucked that up. Whatever. I forgot the fucking saying, but whatever it is, it doesn't really matter what the saying is. All that matters is pick sixes are going to be handed out like it's fucking candy. I'm predicting at least 2 pick sixes. It's going to be a hard day in the office for Casey.
A lot of people fall short in big games because they make it probably more than it should be. You look at like a Michigan-Ohio State situation. Made that rivalry game more than it was. Ohio State, 21 points better than that Michigan team, overthought it, lost the game. I think the boys are confident in how they feel. I think BDG is going to over-prepare, make the moment bigger than it needs to be, and that could be to their demise. I want the ball in my hand. I want all the pressure in my hands. I would love the ball down 6, 2 minutes to go. Nothing would make me happier. I thrive off of that. The BDGE trivia actually has taught me a lot under the bright lights. In the old office, the first time I came on, crumble cookies. But now I feel much better prepared.
How are you feeling about being the offensive coordinator for this upcoming Combine?
Yeah, I just actually got the news today. I'll be the offensive coordinator that, like the Rams have, where it's Mike LaFleur, where it's really just like name cachet. Like we know the play caller is actually going to be Gut, and I'm just like associated with the team, and I'll benefit from that and hold the title, but I'm not actually making the official calls on what to do on 4th down, what our first scripted 15 is going to be. I'm just going to be there like support. Like there's like a couple things I suggest. Don't feel like you have to do that at all. That's my role as host.
JMO is going to be one of the biggest factors we have, so hoping he can step up here in a big way. Be the guy we look to in the middle of the field and really just be a force like he is in Madden. Especially blitz him. He's really good off the edge, as we've seen in multiple squads games now in Madden, so we're going to see if he can rock that in real life.
Next question. Yes, Gut. Head coach, Gut.
Week before the Combine, you have 2 months to prepare. What are you doing to get in shape for that?
I've actually picked up bulk. I'm at 180 right now. I'm hoping for the Combine to be around 185. I said off camera, aiming for that 225 mark for the max bench press, just in case they need to be me like, need me to be a tight end on our team. I don't know who else that would be. Tony's taller than me, but I think I weigh more than him. I don't know who our next biggest guy is going to be, so I might have to step up and be like the Travis Kelce for us. Not a thoroughbred Robert Gronkowski, but not like a purebred wide receiver either, like that blend of Travis Kelce. That might be it.
Yeah, and you have guys like JMO bulking up for this event here. How do you take that from a defensive angle, and how do you think that's going to help the squad?
Off the bat, I don't love it. But again, I don't know exactly where our head coach, I'm not sure how he's going to line up or where he wants JMO playing on offense. But if defense he's playing close to the line, I don't have a problem with it. If we need him to drop back in coverage, it might affect it a little bit. But like I said, I don't have much faith in Casey at all. So from a defensive perspective, going to have to figure out some things with Sexy. I just found out that he's going to be on the team. So we might have to play around with that. So now that I'm thinking about it, I might need JMO to be a little bit more quicker than bigger. But
providing some size and giving us the muscle we need just in case, late in the game, the score is closer than we want it to be. We need a bounty. I'm signed up. I'm built for that. If the snapback quarterback needs to just Need a little check of what the end result's gonna be, whether he wants it or not. I got us.
As the OC, are you worried about Jack Settleman coming in injured or being a little bit injury prone as one of your head guys? Is a health concern for you?
No, that's a huge concern. I mean, like, he's like an AD or a Kawhi. Like, when they're on the court, they're going to give you know what you're going to get, but you never know when they're going to be on the court. I would like to think that this is pretty much the only physical thing he needs to be healthy for, probably for the rest of his life. So hopefully he can get it together and we get him on the field. How long he lasts, that is up in the air. I know there may be some stray shoulders, elbows, even though we're playing flag football out there from Team BDGE. So, do we have refs? Okay. So if they want to throw some stuff, as long as we move the ball forward 15 yards, we're going to play the smart game, not the emotional game.
We had a lot of injuries last year going in. You think we're going to see the same thing this year, or you think your guys at BDG are going to come prepared?
It's really just Nick that was injured for the BDG squad. Am I missing anyone else? Yeah, the team owner. You'd expect that. Team owner, you're usually a little bit older. However, Nick's strategizing this year by opting out of the combine to again be ready for the game, and that's just continuing the narrative of how BDG works. Team chemistry. Putting the team on the line. I'm willing to bulk up even if I don't want to. Nick's willing to sit out of the combine even if he doesn't want to.
I think he wants
to win this game. We're going with the narrative that he just wants to win this game.
I'm very excited for the role. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work, given I'm doing the 40-yard dash in the middle of it, and at that point, that would be my least favorite activity. So I'm almost like I'd rather also just do the jumps and do the kicking and stuff like that, but that's a conversation for another time. These are just mainly people that I know intimately, so I don't think it'll be very difficult to really like think on my feet and combine things that are happening in the combine with real life experiences of these guys. And I spent a lot of time obviously in the office, outside of the office, so I know what they're about as people, as athletes. I plan on interviewing each person before the combine happens, just getting a little bit of their combat experience, their sport experience before the combine happens, so I have even more context to add to the announcement of it. And I plan to take my job very, very seriously. So Tom Brady, I'd watch out.
The week before the combine, the weigh-ins.
What are the weigh-ins going to be? Okay, that's a great question there from JMO, NBC News on the side. Yeah, and Fox News, he wanted me correcting that. My fault. That's on me. Hey, I'll admit that, right-handed to the big man. We have weigh-ins going into the combine, going to be around the 7th of April, the week before April 14th, which is our combine, 2 months out from this week. We're going to have weigh-ins, undies weigh-ins, need pictures, proofs. We might bring the stool in here and have everyone get naked and weigh in underwear. That might be the case. We're going to do all that so we have official weights as well as we're going to have everyone max their bench out. I know Mason, who's competing, Flock Fantasies, a lot of you guys know him, is very into benching and made sure we wanted to do a bench competition. So he's probably going to do it in Texas while we do it here the week before. We already have had some stipulations, some questions, some predictions from the guys in the office. Casey coming out thinking he's going to bang out 225 and weigh in around the 197 mark. Hope that works out for him. JMO is going to try to get a little bit over the 225 mark. Joe's going right back to 225 as well. Joe's weighing in about 165, so he's just trying to overdo everybody else by weighing 30 pounds less and doing the same weight. Haven't got Nick or Tony yet, but I expect them to be around the 190 to 225 mark, somewhere in that range. But yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty excited about that.
To prepare for it, I've actually, no joke, I've been running sprints like 3 or 4 days a week just because this is a big moment. I like to think 4.73 was a good outing, not my best outing. I'd like to be in the 4.5s. Going to be coming for the 4.5 record. Devontae Adams is who's up on my board. That's who I'm chasing. Last year was Anquan Bolden. This year's Devontae Adams. So it's a little cocky of me, I know, but that's who's on the big board right now. When I look up every morning, it's his face.
I don't see myself being much different than what I am right now. 6'1" on a good day, around 175 pounds. Haven't done any cardio since last combine. So just once a year, got to check up, make sure you can still sprint at full speed, get around a 5-second 40. Combine-wise should be almost identical. no changes, just another year older. I don't know, maybe form's a little bit better, but definitely not going to practice. So chances are it's the exact same thing.
Any other questions?
Will you be taller for the combine?
Will I be taller for the combine? In my hip surgeries back in the day, I had my growth plates closed then. Don't think the growth plates are going to open anytime soon. So sadly, we're going to weigh in probably around I would say, aiming for the 183 mark, and it's cutting about 7 pounds, so we'll see. But hopefully there, as well as then going to be about a 5'9" height as it's been on everything. So sadly, never getting to 5'10" at blows, but it is what it is. You know, we're here. That's going to help me for the bench, though. You know, short arms, explosive stuff, equaling things for the squat as well. We're going to be explosive right out of the gate. Trying to get that 40 time around the 4.7 mark this year. That's the goal. We'll see if we can do it. Pretty excited about that. Also, I'm going to be able to see the lines before they're officially put up, which I'm also really excited about. So I can see if they're going to screw anybody or not. Oh, yeah. By the time you're seeing this, we're going to be going out. Didn't do anything really last weekend, so I decided, all right, let's do something this weekend. Boys, my buddy Reese, who you'll also see at the combine, all going out this weekend.
No Casey, though.
Yeah, no Casey. Let's make that clear. No Casey this weekend, as he's choosing to go out on his third date with a woman over the boys. Now, let's also mind that the boys go out about anytime from 1 to 2 times a year. Also, I apologize to anybody in the front row here. You're getting sprayed. I apologize. But Casey, again, we only go out about once or twice a year. He says that's our fault. I say we have a grind mindset here at BDGE, and we work really hard. We don't have time to go out multiple times in a year. But he says that this date matters more than the boys as of right now. But that's exactly bar for bar.
Actually,
That is exactly what was interpreted by his actions being chosen this weekend. Choosing a woman over the boys is after, let's also mind this, he said yes to me 2 weeks ago to going out and agreed that he would go out with all of us on the weekend of the 15th. And now he's backtracking because a few dates went well. And that's, you know, best of luck, you know, and I'm not going to be the guy that stands up here and shits on him. I'm going to be the guy that pushes him forward. Good luck. I want to see you succeed, and I wish you the best. And I really hope it ends up going well. And he can score. He can score. I said I really hope you can score. And if it doesn't go well, and you get nothing gained from it, and we have a great time, you're gonna look back at this moment, and it's gonna be a learning lesson.
That's something that.
What about the physical?
That's something that is off camera. That is off camera.
I have no comment on that, but we will keep it pushing forward here and wish you the best of luck in your endeavors.
If you break up within like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I will actually slap the shit out of you. This is what I'm saying. If it ends, so like if he cancels on my birthday and then it ends in like 3 weeks, I will walk in the office and you will get him slapped.
I didn't know you were the type to like.
It's just because
You're
you
a
said
birthday
yes.
type.
It's just I don't give a fuck.
Clearly you do if you're gonna slap the shit out of me.
Just because you said yes.
Well, see, he just yelled from the corner, not my girlfriend. That's what catches me wrong a little bit more. It's also Valentine's today. It's like you care enough about this girl to skip out on the boys that was planned 2 weeks ago, but not enough to actually give this girl the date on Valentine's. Like, which is it? Like, is this girl worth it or not?
Not available.
If today was available, would you have gone?
No.
Duh.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So it's like, I don't mind him saying like this girl's just that important to me. That's fine if you believed it, but if you did believe it, you'd be taking her out tonight. So it's just like you're getting caught up in a lie here. That's where it caught me wrong.
Take the president. Thank you, Jameson. By the way, thank you. Yep, Nick Guthrie, ABC Sports here. Quick sum up of what's going on this weekend. So you're choosing the girl over the guy. Let me finish. You're choosing the girl over the guy this weekend. The boys invited you out 2 weeks ago. You originally said yes. Now you say no. What is the thought process behind that?
Yeah, there's a lot of allegations being made. Am I in the wrong? Yes. Do people care about this? I don't know. And if it doesn't go in, I completely understand. This is the situation. God asked me a month ago if I would go out. I said yes. Again, only on me, so understand my fault in the situation. I forgot that we were going out this weekend. It's not like I knew about the birthday plans and chose to ask her out to dinner. I forgot, so I assumed that I was free, and then I was reminded after the fact that I had already asked her. And again, on me. I take blame, but I'm not choosing one over the other. I'd like to think that there may be more opportunities to go out with my friends, and potentially this isn't the end of the world, and I would hope that also my friends would want what is best for me. Not to say that if I was like, hey, forgot I had plans on Saturday, can we like reschedule, that would like be the end of the world. I just feel like that would potentially be a bigger deal than asking for a little bit of forgiveness from my friends and being like, let me get an IOU on this one, and I'll make it up to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good look for Casey whatsoever. I mean, you committed and then you decommitted, which we never like to see. Also, his girlfriend, I think he's been on like 2 full dates with, so it's very not serious. And the fact that he's already prioritizing her over the boys, another not good look. Me, myself, I've been in a relationship for a while, and I'm still prioritizing the boys. You know, we'll be out there full throttle, all go, fucking up the night, doesn't matter. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't expect anything less than Casey. I just kind of assumed that he was going to bail out. Hope it just stays at Casey at that point.
Just wanted to clear a few things up. I think people may understand
The
that.
solution to this is like, you now have to plan the next time the boys hang out. Just saying,
I would love that.
What's gonna happen?
I would love
It's
to.
not gonna happen.
Also,
Because last time you did do that and then it didn't happen. Tacos, Monday Night Football.
That was because everyone was being
fucked up
difficult.
again.
No, false.
False narrative.
We all went out. BDGE went out that.
I was not here.
You picked that date.
No, I did that. More fake news coming out. That's why.
Monday night game of the year. That was your pick. Niners versus Jets. I remember it vividly. Tony's birthday. Tony's birthday. Now it's Gut's birthday.
Wow.
Who's
Marriage accusations.
I don't recall why I was not in town. But I was not in town that weekend. Probably something out of my control. But I look forward to gathering another weekend when we can get after it. And I will take that responsibility to make that happen. In the spring, we're going to lock in a nice day drink with all the boys on Saturday when it's beautiful out in New York City, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'll start at the back there. That's just a pure lie. There's just no way he's going to get the rest of the group together and organize the next meeting. We've heard that since we moved into the office, how Taco Tuesday was going to happen. Then it moved to Taco Thursday. Then it moved to Gut's birthday, and I'm also not going to attend that because I have a girl that I want to hang out with. No, we'll circle back on that at another time. But let's get back to the question at hand here. My thought process on him bailing on Gut's birthday on Saturday, I don't have a massive problem with the idea of how it's happening. I don't like the fact that he said yes to Gut's birthday and then said he was going to go out with this girl, came to the knowledge of, hey, Gut's birthday's on Saturday, and I told her I was going to hang out, and not backtracking on her. This is the 3rd date. You need to set the tone and let her know that you got a life. Let her know that you have other things going on, that she's not priority number 1. That's how she takes the leverage. That's how she takes the upper hand. They'll be done in 2 weeks. They'll be done in 2 weeks because she just turned into the man in the situation.
That is framing it as if like, if she was like, this is when we're hanging out and you don't have a choice. I offered up that day.
She told Casey, I'm not free Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Casey said, okay, cool. I'm free Saturday. Like waiting because every other day she just happened not to be available. The only day that he's available was the one day that she didn't name. That makes it seem like he was probably available every other day. The desperation is reaping through the camera.
Is that desperation?
Yes.
Casey, CNN News, reporting live there. And thank you for your time, Nick. That's really all the questions we have for today.
No more?
If you have anything off the top of the dome, you're more than welcome to go right ahead.
Yeah, no, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.